Hey, and welcome to part 5 of the XP rate changer, and this will be the last part of this series, so let's get right back into it. So, what we want to do here is that now that we get and we know it's calling the buttons when we click on them, what we want to do now is actually get a call to the server and say, hey, change my player, so change the player in the list, change their XP rate based on what the player clicks. So that would say we want to call from our add-on, we want to call the change selected XP. So let's do that. First, what we want to do here is that we want to write those things. So we want to store the button clicked, or so the name of the button in a variable just for us, so it's easier to reference. So let's write that. Button click and set it equals to btn colon get name to get the name of the button. So now here comes the redundant part of the code. You can probably do it another way, but I will just keep doing it like this for basically because it's the easiest way. For now, since we only have 4, it's just easier for people to understand when you're new to this. So let's start. So so we want to make an if statement. So if button clicked, so if this button clicked, so this has the name, is equals to XP5, then end. So we are creating an if statement here. So we are checking if, let's say, the button clicked. So if it's like down here, that's why I said it's important that you set this name to be something where you can say, okay, that's the number 10, that's the 5 and such. This is just so we can check it. So now we check with the name here. So if it's 5, then we want to change it to 5. So AIO handle. And what we want to do here is basically say config.handle. Oh my god, I can't spell. And handle name, yeah. And then comma, and here we want to go over to our server script and just copy this change selected XP and paste it here, because that's the function we want to call over in the server. And now what we want to send with it is just 1. The reason we send 1 is because in here 1 would be this, and since our code over here goes for this one, so this would be 1, and it will select from the list, it would select 1, so it would select the first one. Now this works for the button here. So next thing is, this works only for the 5 now, so we will create an else if and make then. And now you can just copy this code and do here, and then change this to 5 or 10. And you can basically do this a few times now. So here we already have the code set up. So just change these to 10, 15 and 20. Next, copy this code, the call, put it in here, and let's just put it in so it's ready. And so here, now we have it here. Now we change this to 4, because that's the 4, 1, 3, third one, and 2. So now it changes the XP for us, and it calls back to the server. And you probably saw that we don't have the player here. That's because the server already knows the player who is calling from the add-on. So we don't need the player. It's only if the server needs to communicate to a player, then it needs the player to figure out who to talk with. So here, we still want to update that selected text. So what we can do here is go down to the button, create a new function. This is just a little easier. Let's call this, let's see, update, selected XP text. And then we say XP rate. So here we want to say XP selected text colon set text. Reason I'm writing it like this is because that's our text here. So we are doing this call again to set the text. To set text. And then we want to say current rate colon. This can be anything. I just want to write it like this, colon. And then space outside double quotes, dot dot, XP rate. And the XP rate will be the name of the button. So if it's, let's say it's number 10 here, we would set XP rate as XP10. But since we would probably like it to not say XP10 like that, and we want it another way, what we do is that there is a function in Lua called gstop. And in here, what this does is that it takes, so if you write XP here, comma, and then just empty double quotes, what this does is that it takes the text you put here, then it removes the XP from it, and then it adds it. So if I say XP space, then I would remove the XP space and just leave it with 20. So here, it gets this, then it removes this part, and then we are left with 20. What you could do, if you really wanted, you could write an X here, so it would basically replace this with just an X. Let's do that, just so I can show you how it works. And now, the only thing we need to do now is actually call this function to update the text. So you go back up here where we call all this, then below the call to the server, we put in the function and we call it, and we get here, we say button clicked to give the name of the button. And now you say button clicked, and that's basically everything we need. So let me just do it like this. Now, that's great. Let's go in and test it. So now I will just jump back into WoW, reload Eluna. Here, let's test it out. So I'll set my character. The character level 1. And I will log out here. I will just again reload just to be sure. Go back in. Now we can open the window and we see here we can select. So let's select 20, and you see the current rate is X20, like I told you, because we removed the XP space and replaced it with the X and then 20. Because we didn't tell it to remove the 20, so it keeps the 20 here. But now it clicked, and now we selected 20, so let's kill a wolf. Let me see, can I actually just do die? No, I couldn't, damn. It would have been so easy. So let's just try to kill one here. Oh, god damn, I don't have a weapon on me. So let us test. Let's see if this works. So we have 100 here. Let me see here. What if we say 5 then? What would then happen? Maybe I made a mistake in the code. I probably did somewhere, but that's nothing new. Yeah, I made a mistake, so let's head back into Lua or Visual Studio Code, and then let's see here. Okay, so I figured it out. I was just being dumb here. Here, you don't want to write GUID. What you want to write is player, because again, over here it knows the player. So let me see here. Player, yes. And then what you want to do is just write local. And in here, GUID equals player colon get GUID low. And now we have the GUID in here. So let's head back into WoW. Let's log out for just making sure that everything is correct. Reload Eluna. Jump back in. And now click on 20. Now I should hit this wolf. And it should work. Hopefully. Let's just, while we wait here, character. God damn, I can't spell. So level 1. Yes, just removing the experience from last time. Let's see. Oh, come on, die, man. And you now see that we got a bunch of experience. So we already level 2. So we can open the window again, then set it to ×5, and I can go in here and I can say character level 1 again, like this. Then I can hit this wolf and just let it die here. It takes a little time. And now you will see I'll get ×5, so it should be, yeah, 250. So that works now. So everything works, and we are actually done with this whole series now. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and please leave a like and a subscribe if you have any ideas for anything you would like me to work on, or any new series you would like to see. See you in the next one.